Hello, and welcome to our presentation on Project 2, Opportunities in Manufacturing. We'll start out with a short history lesson, but at this point, we all know the timeline of how manufacturing became what it is today. And we're only getting more efficient with time. Now then, why is manufacturing so important? Well, manufacturing has the highest economic multiplier, supplies more jobs, raises GDP, and generally raises the standard of living. Many other sectors and services would be non-existent without manufacturing. Without it, stuff like smartphones, automobiles, computers, basic living necessities we take for granted would be harder to come by. In order to continue growing in manufacturing, we must explore what opportunities are available for the younger generation in this field.
So the first topic we're going to cover, or opportunities within manufacturing, is that of predictive analytics. So predictive analytics is the use of AI and other computer software for anomaly detection, for quality monitoring of the final product, as well as pieces within the sub-assembly, for supply chain optimization, and then for predicting equipment downtime. So whenever there's equipment being used, there's going to be downtime from either servicing the equipment or the equipment itself failing. And being able to predict when something needs to be serviced or when something will break means that companies can structure the downtime of machines so they can coincide and result in less overall downtime. There's a very wide range of opportunities within predictive analytics, and so there's opportunities for any type of manufacturing. So the four attributes beforehand those apply to any type of manufacturing, whether it's manufacturing pipes or manufacturing cars. There's going to be those attributes applied to it. And within predictive analytics, there's a lot of different engineers are needed. So there's the mechanical engineer who needs the inside knowledge of the process, as well as, for example, the computer scientist who needs the inside knowledge of the program and the code and how that works. So as the manufacturing sector shifts more towards autonomy and using robots, there's going to be an increased need for these analytics, and because there's going to be more machines, it's also going to get increasingly more efficient as we know more about analytics, and also as the number of sensors and other things within this equipment increases, so more data will be able to be collected.
Now, while we will be talking about a specific group of people that have a key role and have more opportunities in manufacturing in the near future, that being women. While women make up about 47% of the labor force, they make up only 29% of the manufacturing workforce, according to A.J. Jorgensen, Vice President of Strategic Program Engagement at Manufacturing Institute. According to Jorgensen, if you can increase the number of women in the manufacturing industry by 10%, you can close the overall skills gap by 50%. Some organizations before college include Nerd Girls, which is a non-profit organization which hosts workshops and dedicated outreach efforts in K through 12 grades. They have sponsors that range from MathWorks to Textron, which fund their solar car build used for the American Solar Challenge competition. Karen Panetta, one of the founders of the organization, has conducted engineering outreach activities with more than 85,000 participants. Another program is that of FIRST Robotics competitions, where students can be mentored on the different techniques of manufacturing a robot for competition. Those who participated in the program had 33% of girls plan to major in engineering, and more than 75 enter a STEM field as a student or a professional. There are also many scholarships and programs, such as the Women in Manufacturing Scholarship, which give funding for women to pursue degrees related to manufacturing disciplines. In addition to bolstering confidence, mentors and sponsors are crucial to filling the gap of power imbalance, cultural change, and leadership development. And the Million Women Mentor Program was developed for advancing women and girls in STEM careers through mentoring, and found that 20% of current female positions. The Management Development Program is one of these policy changes, which provide new and aspiring supervisors with training to develop skills that are necessary for managerial success. Overall, women have and are making more opportunities for themselves in manufacturing by education, sponsorship, and work.
Hi, I'd like to talk about my own personal experience as a co-op working for General Motors in a manufacturing engineering role. Two roles in particular that I've experienced are manufacturing engineering up at headquarters, working on a pre-production and manufacturing design role, aka how to build a vehicle effectively, and as an engineer actually in the plant, on the floor, making sure that the processes run smoothly and that the day-to-day operations are functioning properly to maximize product output. In the design role, the focus is on the process of building a vehicle. How can a product be manufactured as efficiently as possible, and how can parts be redesigned for maximum output? This included everything from vehicle design to plant floor design, with a major focus on the optimal order of operations of a build to create the product. The overall goal is to improve the build process from a design standpoint. When working on the plant floor as an engineer, the goal was to maintain day-to-day operations. The purpose of the engineering staff was to prevent downtime and update equipment as needed to once more optimize the output of products. There was a focus on throughput, or output of the most vehicles as possible, as well as identifying and correcting bottlenecks in the system. To prevent downtime, the entire plant had a team of maintenance members ready to keep up with PMs, or preventative maintenance, as well as fix emergency breakdowns and keep equipment updated. As an engineer, one is responsible for management of all of these people, that includes the teams and groups that actually are building the vehicles, as well as the group of maintenance people that are keeping the plant running smoothly. And overall, just making sure that day-to-day operations run as they should, and that vehicle output is maximized.
For those who decide to pursue an education in manufacturing, their schooling options aren't always in line with employers' expectations. The skills and concepts they learn in school become outdated and impractical quickly, but manufacturing requires updated, hands-on experience with complicated tools like design software, machinery, and other equipment. One of the best ways of ensuring engineering graduates have the skills your company needs is to develop them yourself. Offering internships to young engineers gives them the technical and practical experience they need in a hands-on setting. Internships and co-op programs enable engineering students to not only gain real-world manufacturing knowledge and skills, but also get a taste of the company's culture, processes, and expectations. It gives current students the sense that their skills and creativity can truly be applied in a manufacturing or engineering setting, and leads to tangible results. Internships bring in potential employees and they foster high engagement once they're hired. If they exhibit a good attitude, fresh ideas, and a willingness to learn, they'll likely be a smart hire come graduation. With the right program, it's much easier to turn interns into full-time engineers who will be dedicated to the company from day one.
An important area for young engineers to look into is modular design. To simply put it, modular design puts an emphasis on the ability to be able to subdivide manufacturing components into modules, which are then easier to be modified or completely replaced by a different module. What is the importance? Well, with shorter product development cycles and a larger variety of products in today's world, the product manufacturing time should also decrease. Traditional manufacturing is difficult to adapt to these new parameters because generally it was designed to manufacture only one product. Ultimately, modular manufacturing will supersede traditional manufacturing.
And with that, it will conclude our presentation on opportunities in engineering. All the references are listed below, and please note that all the contents here are made for educational purposes only.